Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. It is me, Leo Brown. Happy Thursday to all my sugar bears, and welcome to another edition of Psychic's Perspective. I am, of course, Leo Brown, and today's perspective is on Grammy nominated. I believe she's nominated for a Grammy. Excuse me. Grammy nominated singer, reality star at one point, author, actress. She really needs to be a model. Songbird Chante Moore. So, for those of you who don't know who Chante Moore is, in the 90s, my decade, in the 90s, Chante Moore was very much one of the forerunners of what we would call not necessarily neo soul, but maybe smooth R&B. She, Keith Washington, excuse me, I'm so flimsy today. Keith Washington, was another one that was really known for like their smooth, um, Sherelle even, like Pebbles. Well, no, Pebbles was more New Jack Swing. Let me not do that. But Sherelle was one. She was another one. Like Quiet Storm. There we go. Not smooth R&B. Quiet Storm. Like when you think of Quiet Storm R&B, you think of Vesta Williams. You think of Pebbles with Love. Love Makes Things Happen. You think of Sherelle with Things I Miss at Home. You think of Regina Bell. She was kind of in that arena, like the late 80s, early 90s. And Chante Moore is most known for her hit, Chante's Got a Man, and her album Precious, which has It's All Right, Love's Taking Over. Then we have, I think it was, um, oh, I know this, my guy, and I listen to it all the time. It's the Black and White album. It's actually one of my favorites. And I see the cover in my mind. I can't think of the name of it. It escapes me. I'm sorry, Miss Moore. Um, but it escapes me right now. Um, oh, that's gonna bother me that I don't remember the name of this album. And it has My Special Perfect One on it. It has I'm What You Need on it. Oh, that's gonna really irk me. Crap. Anyway, but it's one of my favorites. But actually, my favorite Chante Moore album is an album that is it's one of her lesser known albums, and it's called Love the Woman. That's one of my favorite Chante albums because it has Special, it has My Eyes, it has Guess Who I Saw Today, which is a cover, a Nancy Wilson cover. It has oh my God, Do For You, which is one of my favorite Chante albums, or Chante songs. And then another of my favorite Chante Moore albums that has helped me is Rise of the Phoenix. And I feel bad because Rise of the Phoenix to me was some of her best work. And I wish she had made the interludes into an actual track because her interludes on the album were everything. If you know, you know. Okay. So, like I said, if you don't know who Chante Moore is, I really implore you to look at her catalog. Her catalog is vast, it's diverse. Another one of my favorite albums of hers is More is More. And this came out during the time that she did R&B Divas LA. And R&B Divas LA, she doesn't really like to dwell on too much, but hey, it's visibility. That's one of the reasons why a lot of celebrities end up doing reality TV because it puts them out there. It kind of gives them a new audience and it allows them to put their product out. So, Um, but she's wonderful. And as you know, if you've ever been to a Chante Moore show, she is very much um, um, she very much gives you remnants of Minnie Riperton. If you know who Minnie Riperton is, Minnie Jean Riperton, honey, look her up if you don't know who she is. Look up Inside My Love. Look up um, Les Les Floors. I think that's what it's called. Um, and of course, Loving You. But Minnie Riperton was so much more than that. But definitely look up her music. But anyway, I wanted to do a reading on Chante Moore because I am a huge Chante Moore fan. I definitely am inspired by her musically, as well as just she seems like a really genuine, sweet, lovable person, and like the kind of woman I would love to hang out with. And she's a seafood lover like myself. So plus, I wanted her hair that she had when she was on R&B Divas LA. I wanted that big hair with the shade on. It's like, baby, I wanted to snatch that from her head and put it on mine. Anyway, so I wanted to do a reading on Miss Moore, and let's see what the spirits have to say for her. So as we know, maybe you don't, but if some of you don't know, she actually is currently engaged to Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill, I believe, I think he's the president of BET at one, or he was at one point. So I have to say congratulations to you, to Mr. Hill, and to Miss Moore on their up and coming nuptials. I hope it works out, but we're gonna see. So for those of you who are watching, if you like my content, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and share my videos. Become a sugar bear. Talk to me. Leave your thoughts in the comments of my videos, good, bad, or indifferent. I do read them all. I do respond to them all too. So I like the engagement. I really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. So with that being said, let's get started. And if you want a reading from me, if you like what you see on here and you want a reading, you're more than welcome to go to my website, which is psychicleo.com. That's psychicleo.com. And you can follow me on all forms of social media except Periscope, Snapchat, and TikTok. Because I refuse. Not that I shouldn't have refused. I just don't know how those things work. And I hate to say that, but it's true. So let's get started with Miss Chante Moore. And Miss Moore, if you see this reading, I hope that it makes sense. I hope it provides clarity. And I hope that it resonates. I hope that you get what you need out of it. So, and I know this is not for everyone, but I just really wanted to do this for you. So it's my gift to you. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Okay, so I'm telling me to stop. All right. Okay, so I'm actually going to go right into your up and coming wedding or marriage. Um, what I hear in my head is that Stephen actually balances you out. Stephen grounds you. Stephen is funny. He makes you laugh. But I also get that this is very much you love each other, but I definitely get what I'm seeing in my head is a lot to do with business as well. I feel like business wise, you're going to help each other because you know about business too, believe it or not. I feel like with you, Miss Moore, you're very much like you know the trajectory that you want your career to go. But I also see you either mentoring or wanting to mentor other artists. And dare I say, I pick up June's Diary in my head. I literally hear them singing. And I feel like you're either going to mentor them or you're going to take some of them under your wing and be like, listen, here's what you guys need to do. I just see you working with them. And I know you did work with them on one of your EPs, which I definitely encourage you guys to get, which is called One of Four, I believe, if you can find it. That EP is everything. Anyway, that's beside the point. But I see you mentoring other artists. I see you maybe not managing, but just it feels like A&R, like artists and repertoire, like you teaching artists how to conduct themselves in interviews, how to walk, how to talk, how to sit, things like that. There's things that unfortunately in the entertainment industry now, thanks to social media, a lot of it is missing. So I see you doing that. And then as far as you and Mr. Hill go, I feel like there is a genuine love here, but I also get you both come. It's like a power couple kind of thing because I keep getting business being a big mix in this. I feel like you guys are going to help each other, and he's going to help you a lot with expanding your profile, a lot more than just the R&B sector, because I feel like you want to do a lot more than that. You want to do theater, you want to act. I see you on stage doing like musicals, Broadway, things like that. There's deep things you want to do. And dare I say, I pick up you actually singing opera because I'm hearing opera in my head and you doing like the arias and things like that. So I feel like Stephen is going to help you with that, but I definitely get there's a love here. Now, the question is, will it last? I'm gonna pull some cards and we'll see what the cards have to say too. So, and my cards are just sticking together. Hold on a minute, y'all. There we go. All right. So the first card I get is the Queen of Cups, but it's in reverse. So what this is telling me is that, and this has to do more so with the past, more. So it feels like to me, and I actually see this in my head, like you love Stephen, but you've grown, you walked into it. You didn't fall. You walked into loving him. And I feel like with this, I kind of get like a lot of hesitancy, like, I don't know, player. Been there, done that about the t-shirt. I don't know if I want to do this again. So I get that. I get you being like, in the past. And that's the one thing I'm picking up is that he's taught you how to soften your heart. He's taught you that not all men are the same. He's taught you that you don't have to be, as one of your songs says, bitter. He's taught, because I get bitter in my head. He's taught you those things. And so now you're learning to open your heart up. And I feel like your heart was always open. You just were very selective for who you let in. And I get the word I'm hearing in my head is guarded, just very protective of that. Let's see. Okay, hold on a minute, y'all. Hold on. Because I don't want these to stick together. There we go. All right, I'm sorry, my cards are sticking together, y'all. Okay, so now we get the Ten of Swords in reverse for what represents the present or what's going on with you currently. So what this tells me, the Suit of Swords deals with the mind, it deals with contracts, it deals with it deals with travel, it deals with business, it deals with things, it deals with thinking, like being analytical. So what this is telling me is that with things being in reverse, what this is telling me is that right now, Miss Moore, it doesn't feel like things have stopped, but what I'm getting is a lot of introspection. I get you kind of going within a lot. I pick up a lot of prayer. I pick up a lot of meditation. I feel like you're analyzing every single thing you do. People that I really get you for some reason, like it's almost like you're cutting people down the middle, like friends, family, people that you know are not good for you. You're like that. They're over here and that's over there. But I also get you letting go of a lot of pain. I get you letting go of a lot of trauma. You're writing a lot more. Oh my God, you're writing a lot more. And I don't know if you're recording a new album, but I feel like you're recording two, because I think of like a double album coming out. And I feel like one is a collection of R&B stuff that we come to love and know. And then another one I pick up is very jazz centered, or very jazz focused. And I get almost like Brazilian jazz. Like if you guys know anything about what is their name? And I love them, Bossa Nova. If you know anything about I hear it, Lord have mercy, and I listen to it all the time. Not Javier Bardem, that's the actor. 66, something 66. That's what it reminds me of. It's that kind of feel. It has that kind of rhythm. It's very bossa nova, very Brazilian, very sun and sand. I feel like a lot of that. And I see you recording, I want to say in your house, because I'm picking up like a recording studio, like either in your closet or like I see something with carpet on the floor. So I'm seeing you literally recording in your home. It's a very intimate album. And it reminds me of like Brazilian jazz, but then you have traditional jazz too. So you got a lot of, it's neat. It's very eclectic. And it's something that we would not expect from a Chante Moore. But then on the other hand, you have the R&B, you have what we kind of like, what we know. But even that has a twist to it. You got some kind of like almost like trap and beat kind of music in a way, because I literally I want to do this. Like it makes you want to do this. It's neat. And it's a lot of fun. And I feel like from this introspection, you've done a lot of creative work. It's fulfilled you creatively a lot. It's made the creative juices flow. And you're really letting go of, like I said, a lot of pain, a lot of trauma. I feel like the past 3, 4, because I get the number 3 and 4. So I want to say the past 3 to 4 years have really been this. They've been like, and I'm seeing something to do with you in international touring as well. I feel like you want to go overseas a great deal. Once again, I get the Latin market for you. Brazil, I get Dominican Republic, places like that. I feel like you want to experience different cultures, different lands, languages, people, customs. You really are a wanderer. You're not one to, like, you don't mind having your stability, but you don't like to be in one place for too long. Like, you really don't. Let's see. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So, and my third card, which is the card that is, I think, is going to be the most help, is the Seven of Pentacles, and it's also in reverse. So what this is telling me is that, and now let me actually go into reversals for people. Often when people think of a reverse tarot card, they think it's something bad, like, oh my God, something. Not necessarily. It doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that things are slow, or like what you're working on is it's good, but it takes time. And what this is telling me is that, and to me, this has to do more so with your relationship with Mr. Hill. Even though you guys are engaged, what I'm getting is that you're working on the foundation of your relationship. What I'm hearing you say is you're focusing on your marriage and not the wedding. And I get you being like, no, I want this to work, but we got to have a strong foundation first. Because I feel like you and Steven both, there's still some healing. I kind of get with Mr. Hill. I don't know. Yeah, I get 2 other women. I don't feel like, and I don't feel like they're in his life now. I feel like these are women from his past. And what I'm getting is that, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. What I'm getting is that he is healing from a lot of that. But I also get with you, Chante, you're healing in terms of trust. You're healing in terms of letting your guard down and really, saying, okay, I think I can trust not only him, but I can trust myself, that I've made the right decision, that he's worth the investment. He's worth the time, the energy, my body, because contrary to popular belief, I get that, and I'm calling you Chante now because I'm speaking directly to you. I get that you're really a very traditional girl. I literally see a church around you. And I see you being, you believe, like, you take, when you get married, and even when you got married, you took your vows very seriously. And I feel like with Steven, you're like, if I marry you, this is it. I'm not, don't, and excuse my language, I'm not fucking around with you. Like, we're gonna make this work, damn it. The failure is not an option here. And I see you being like, I see you wanting things to blend, because I feel like there's a blended family here somewhat, and you want it to blend and really work well. So, but you really are at a point where you're like, no, this, not that it has to work, but we're gonna work at it. Like, even when we say I do, this will always be a constant. We will always constantly work on the marriage, work on the relationship, the friendship. The one thing I keep seeing around the 2 of y'all is that you guys laugh all the time. Steven is really a goofball. And I feel like there is a genuine love here. I really do. I get a genuine love, and I get it being private. It's not something that you want to just be like, guess what? It's not like that. I see you both being very private about it and being very like, no, this is not, the blogs don't need to know, people don't need to know what's going on with us, but we're good. Just know that. Let's see. So, and it also has to do with, the 7 of Pentacles also has to do with decisions, choices, health. So what this is telling me, Miss Moore, and I'm going back to Miss Moore, is that you really are focusing on not just your physical health, but I think your mental health. Because I feel like you struggle with depression. You go up and down a lot, because I'm seeing you have crying fits. and you really are focusing on that. I'm seeing you working out more. I'm seeing you eating better. I'm seeing you trying to get better sleep, even though you are a night owl, honey. You love a late night, early morning. But I do see that around you, and I feel like for some reason your main thing right now is mental health and emotional health and spirit. It's like a tier: mental, emotional, spiritual, and then physical is like somewhere in the middle. So, and I do see you working out and taking better care of yourself. And you've never been a what we would call a, you know, like a sloppy girl. You've always been, you've just, you know what I get? It's not that you're like you're unfit. You just get lazy. Because in your mind, you're like, but I'm active. I'm on stage for 2 hours, at a time. I'm da 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 da. And what I'm getting now is that you're realizing, okay, but I got to put in work even when I'm not on stage. Even when I'm not on tour, I got to work. And I don't know why I'm seeing this, but I see you actually doing a play, like a play or a sitcom. Like there's something you're going to end up doing. Like you're going to end up doing a sitcom. I really do see that for you. And I see you doing comedy because I hear laughter. I hear like the laughter or like a laugh track, and you doing extremely well because I feel like you want to do things like that. Like I see you doing like comedy and things. So the thing that I'm picking up that is kind of a hindrance for you is the Seven of Cups. So what this automatically tells me is that you worry. You tend to live in your mind. And your mind affects your emotions. So, let me reverse that. Your emotions affect your mind. So what I'm getting is that you worry a lot about the future. You worry about, well, can I still do this? Do I want to do this? Should I do this? And believe it or not, Chante, you would make a great cook. You would make a great caterer, like owning your own catering business or something like that. You really would. So I would definitely look into that as a side gig as well. And you would also be a great interior designer because you're really good at color and things like that. You're really good at decor. Like you're really good at it. And I'm picking up a lot to do with your father. Um, and I don't know if your father is still with you or not, but I feel like your father is like your spirit guide for you because I literally hear your father's voice. For me, it's like if I were sitting, if you were on my left and I was in the middle, he'd be on the right. And he literally is telling me what to do. And I hear him quoting, because I know Chante's father was also a minister. I hear him quoting the Bible a lot. I hear him telling you like you can do it, you can do anything you set your mind to. You just have to believe in yourself and believe that you are a child of God and things like that. And I just hear that. And I'm also getting around you as well that you may end up doing a gospel album eventually, like a contemporary Christian kind of CD. Because I see like the Stellar Awards, the Dove Awards and stuff like that. So I would not be surprised if you did something like that, Chante, and you did extremely well in that arena because you would knock the house off with that. Because I believe that's actually kind of a comfort zone for you. But the one thing I'm getting around you is stop overthinking. Lord have mercy. Once you do something, just take faith that you did the right thing and keep it moving. Because I feel like you tend to overanalyze. You look back a lot, and you're doing it a lot even now. You're reminiscing. You're looking back, and you're praying. You're like, okay, Lord, please, did I make the right decision? Oh my God, what's going to happen? Just know that you did it and stick to it. Stick to your decisions. Because I see you going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And even when it comes down to you and Mr. Hill, it's not that you don't love him, but in the beginning you were like, no, even though it was great. Oh, I love it. But no, I don't, like you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And what that tells me is is that if you're not careful, you guys may have like kind of an on and off thing, like where one day your engagement's on, then you take a break. Then one day is off. Then it's back on. Then one day you take another break. Then it's back off. Then so make your decisions and just know that you're making the right thing. You're making the right choices because My last card that I'm picking up here is the Page of Cups. And what this tells me is, sweetheart, everything you want, you got it. It's all in you. It's all in yourself. And you're in love. You're very much in love, honey. But I think you're learning to love yourself. That's the thing. You're learning to love yourself. I think you're trying to let go of a lot of analyticalness and a lot of things and overthinking and worrying. But I think now you're starting to love you. And some people may misconstrue that as you being arrogant or you being like, oh, who does she think she is? What you mean, what you mean you want to lose weight? What you mean you want to, you want to, do a podcast? What you mean you want to do a cooking show? What you mean you want to do a talk show? And these are things I'm actually seeing you do too. And more books are coming too, by the way. But I see you wanting to branch out, and I feel like people around you are not understanding you. Whereas even when it comes to your relationship, I feel like he gets it. He gets you. He gets Chante Terrain more. He gets her. He doesn't get Chante more the superstar. He gets Chante more the lady, the woman. And I think that's what on one hand you love, but on another hand it scares you, because the one thing you're learning to do is you're learning to be vulnerable. You're learning to really let people in and see you naked, maybe not literally, but in a way that you've never really shown. And I feel like even your next two albums are going to be very personal to you and very much aspects of who you are. And I see you doing photo shoots and modeling and doing dare I say makeup, like a makeup line? Because I know you have a nail polish, or no, I'm wrong. You have a lipstick line, but I pick up you actually having a makeup, like a whole makeup line as well, makeup, hair, like a lot of you're gonna dip your toe in a lot of different things. But what I'm getting around you is do that, but don't do it to where you're overwhelming yourself, because because once you get overwhelmed, you tend to shut down. And by the way, you will be going back to Las Vegas, and you will be, because I know at one point you did a Las Vegas thing and you were a showgirl, but I'm seeing you do something else where you make it like a residency, because I'm picking up a residency for you. Probably 2023, 24, maybe. I would not be surprised if you end up doing something like, and I keep seeing you on TV. I feel like you're gonna end up doing something with television and doing very well. Comedy is your thing. You're a great comedic actress. Comedy, or like a dramedy, like a drama comedy, that's where you would reign, because you're actually not bad. You're not a bad actress at all. You just haven't been given the opportunity to really show yourself the way you want to. And I feel like you really want to do that. You want to get in front, but I'm also seeing you like behind the camera. I'm seeing you writing things, producing some stuff. Dare I say even directing? So you've got a lot. There's so much you want. I'm all over the place because there's so much you're wanting to do, and there's so much that I think you're gonna do. So just be prepared, honey. The world is your oyster. And I feel like with this relationship with you and Mr. Hill, it definitely can work. You have to, excuse me. What I'm getting is you just have to trust in yourself and trust that you made the right decision with the man that you're with. And I feel like this man is head over heels, honey. His nose is open, 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 open. And what I love about him is that he brings out the kid in you. He makes you want to go to a theme park and just be crazy. He makes you want to go to Disney World, because I literally see the mouse ears and stuff. So it definitely can work out. So just have faith in that and take root in that, and just know that you're okay. Be still and know that you are a child of God. I'm gonna leave you with that. So despite all of my coughing and stuff, I hope you guys have enjoyed this reading. I thank you guys so much for watching, for commenting, for subscribing. Miss Moore, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it made sense, and I hope that it provided clarity. I think you are a wonderful artist. I have been a fan of yours since I was a child. And I do mean a literal kid, because I think I was 10, something like that, when I got It's All Right on cassette, single, and I wish I had it because I was so show it. And on the back of it, it had like snippets from her upcoming album, which was Precious at the time. So It had As If We Never Met. It had Who Can I Not Who Can I Run To? Oh, I hear it. I hear it. No, I think that is Who Can I Turn To? There we go. Who Can I Turn To? It's All Right. Because I had Love Taking Over on cassette single. That's what it was. It had Precious on it. Like, and it literally had, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it had the cassette single of Precious had, no, I'm sorry. The cassette single of It's All Right had on the B side, it had snippets of the Precious album. So yeah, that's how big of a fan I am. And I was a big fan of yours in R&B Divas. I think what it did to you was wrong. They gave you the villain edited season 2. But that's just my personal opinion. And to me, my favorite albums of your catalog are The Rise of the Phoenix, One of Four, Love the Woman, and Christmas Back to You. If you guys have not looked into Miss Moore's catalog, please do so. Her catalog is very vast. Her Christmas album is actually really good. And I'm not one for holiday music, but baby, Christmas time in LA, mm, 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 mm. Or Cover Me in Snow, yes ma'am. Anyway, so if you guys have enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a comment. Most of all, subscribe to my channel. I will be back tomorrow with our final legend, Miss Frida Payne. So until next time, my lovelies, it is me, Leo Brown, and I will talk with you soon. Have a wonderful night or day or evening. Bye-bye.